well into enjoying a long, robust day of college basketball as we are watching what is commonly known as March Madness, the NCAA men's basketball tournament. The field of 64 was pared down. Um, was pared down in the two playing games. Rachel and I watched it, or four playing games. Rachel and I watched at least two of those playing games, and ASU demolished Nevada in one of those first four games. Currently, the games that are currently live, ongoing, being played, you've got Duke kicking Oral Roberts' ass. You've got Auburn, who's only up by 12 now on Iowa. Iowa seems to be fighting back a little bit. Uh, we're currently looking at the Colgate Texas game. Colgate's down by 11. And Boise and Northwestern is at halftime. Part of the reason why I decided to live stream right now and have a watch party is none of these games is particularly interesting because they're all kind of either blowouts or getting there, you know. But here's something else I have to say about that. The night is young. So even though we enjoy watching the games with the sound on, generally speaking, we are electing in this instance to turn the sound off, and you'll merely have our commentary plus your own commentary to provide audio regarding these matters. All right, so I'm going to put this as a separate window so you can see the chat and put it on live chat as per Mia. And let's go back to watching some basketball. It's been an interesting day of basketball because we've already had a 4 seed lose and a 2 seed. Decline that. I'm in the middle of streaming. I can't take a phone call while I'm streaming, I'm sure. Anyway, not when I'm streaming from my phone anyway. So naturally, that's going to be bracket busting for lots of people. When you've got a number 2 seed in Arizona going down, a 4 seed in Virginia going down on the first day of the tournament, it makes Saturday's game for San Diego State look juicy because now they got the 13 seed Furman they got to play against instead of the 4 seed Virginia. And for those of you who put San Diego State going on to the Sweet 16, you're feeling pretty smart at this point. I like San Diego State.
I like San Diego State too.
So it might be a little. Did the phone make a loud noise on your ears? Ringing phones have been known to make loud noises. There's no disputing that. Okay. So, Rachel and I were fortunate enough to be watching that Virginia Furman game. Furman won it with what cannot be technically called a buzzer beater because there were 2 seconds left on the clock and Virginia ran down and tried a desperation shot, you know. But it's just might as well, it falls in the general category of buzzer beaters because they won the last seconds with a 3-pointer. I think we both felt, as Rachel said, fortunate to have witnessed it.
Yeah.
It was pretty exciting. That's what college basketball tournament brings to the sports table that nothing else really brings to the sports table. Biggity boppity boop. Biggity boppity boop to you too. And may all your Christmases be bright.
Yes.
Right now, Colgate's actually mounting a bit of a comeback here against Texas. at the end of the first half. Oh, they just gave up that rebound though. Now Texas is gonna get another shot at the
Yeah.
basket, but Colgate will get one more possession here.
Oh.
Wow, you gave up the basket, Colgate. Now you better go down and get one of your own, or you'll fall either further and even further and further behind. So I don't think that Colgate is going to do particularly well in this game long term, but I'm glad to see them putting up a bit of a fight. The problem they have, of course, is that everybody at their university is obsessed with toothpaste. So it makes them not that good at basketball. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm more worried about their teeth.
yeah, they're more worried about their teeth. So currently, we've got Boise and Northwestern still at half. We're looking at Iowa's closing in on Auburn. It's an 8-point game. We'll check in on that game in a second.
It's an 8-point game now.
Yeah, Colgate, Texas is about to go to halftime. And we're going to see how these free throws go for Colgate. My INFJ girlfriend says, "Hello, Rachel."
Hello.
What's your INFJ girlfriend's name? Is it Peggy? Is it Persimmon? It's a blocking foul. Okay, well, we're going to put away the Colgate Texas game for now. Let's check in on the old Auburn Iowa game, which seems to be a bit closer than it was last I observed it. Which game is this one? Is that Boise or is that? Well, here's the Auburn Iowa game. So with 6 minutes left in the second half, Auburn is leading by 8 points, and this is about as close as Iowa's been in quite some time in the game. Iowa looked to be in danger of letting the game get away from them. Nicole. Well, Nicole, hello. I'll say hello. Rachel may or may not choose to say hello a second time.
Yes, hello, Nicole.
What rhymes with Nicole? Shicole. That's not a word. Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Rickroll.
Rickroll. Kind of. Nicole.
Nicole Rickroll.
Nothing really rhymes with Nicole.
No, nothing.
Not
really
with that
does.
accent.
Big holes.
Big hole. You have to
Big
accent
hole,
it as big
big
hole.
hole.
Or I don't know. Not much else rhymes with nothing really rhymes with Nicole. So that's a good name to name your kid. It's a good name to name your kid because then you can't be taunted. It's like if you name your kid Enos, well, that rhymes with penis,
Yes.
and that's going to be a problem for your child probably.
Hey,
Hello,
Mr.
Mr.
Bobby.
Bobby. So Iowa is within 6 points in this game, which is as close as they've been in quite some time. They're definitely doing something right here, making a bit of a comeback. I don't think if they win this game that Iowa's going to go very far, but they were kind of a saucy pick, or they got a lot of Iowa from the commentators and stuff. Oh yeah, we filled out 25 brackets, and we'll tell you how our brackets are doing too. currently, Rachel filled out 12, I filled out 12, and then we filled out one team one. So in terms of the max points, currently Rachel's got the best one with 60 points. And there's another one with 60 points. Why doesn't it show max points? Oh, I see. Highest points. All right, so the best one is Rachel has one with 70, and that's out of 80 possible points. So she's picked 7 of the 8 games on Rachel 13. She picked 6 of the 8 on Rachel 12, Rachel 11, Rachel 7. I picked 6 of the 8 on Eric 1. I picked 5 of the 8 on Eric 5, Eric 11, Eric 3. Rachel picked 5 of the 8 of Rachel 8. So about half of our brackets are doing okay. What's kind of important to look at is max points. In terms of max points, Rachel 12 has 1,880 max points, and E8 has 1,880 max points. That means that but those two brackets didn't have either Arizona or Virginia going for it, basically.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the chat again. Well, we picked it on a couple of the brackets.
Yeah, we did.
But, the majority of them no.
Yeah, majority of them no.
And there wasn't a single bracket on which we picked both Furman and Princeton. The best bracket was Rachel picking 7 of the 8 games. And I think the one she missed was Arizona, Princeton,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't have Princeton.
I didn't pick them once. Arizona came with a lot of hype, They just won the Pac-12 tournament. I thought, no way. There's no way Arizona's going to lose to Furman. I had an instinct to pick Furman, but I didn't go with it. I regret that now. Well, that's called life in the tournament. It's called tourney time. It's called middle of March. I should have known that Meow was going to beat Meow. Okay, so the Boise State Northwestern game is back on. Second half started. Boise State's closed it to a 3-point game. Northwestern 38, Boise State 35. Can't help but root for Boise State coming out of the Mountain West, even though they're. I like Northwestern fine. I don't have anything against Northwestern, but Boise State just put 2 more up. So now it's 38-37 Northwestern. So that would be pretty exciting if we get a good game here. It gets tight towards the finish. That would be fun.
That would be fun.
At the half, Colgate is within 9 of Texas. I expect Texas to pull away pretty well in the second half, but now Auburn, Iowa is a 4-point game.
Oh, wow.
So I think I'm going to go over there since that one's coming close to the end. Well, now it's a 6-point game. Okay, so we're now watching Auburn and Iowa until the end of this game, unless it turns into a blowout or something. Currently, Auburn is up by 6 points, and there's like 4 minutes left. And of course, it immediately goes to commercial. No, it doesn't. Good. All right, so right now, it looks like Iowa is shooting. Yeah, they're in the bonus, so they're shooting a 1-on-1 right now. Piao. He hit the first front end of the 1-on-1, so that means he's going to get to shoot a second free throw. Eric Moore says, I was picked Charleston to win. That was my upset pick. Well, Charleston, instead of winning the game, they did the Charleston. That's 2 free throws in a row for Iowa, closing the gap to 4 points. Auburn has looked like the better team for much of this game. It wasn't really that competitive, it didn't seem like. but I was stepping it up here in the late stages of this affair. Currently, Auburn up. Auburn got bailed out there with a kicking foul.
Mm.
And I think it was tripping. If it was tripping, it'll be field goals, free throws. If it was kicking the ball, then they'll just reset the shot clock and they'll get it out of bounds. Okay, well, now it's a gotta go commercial. So let's go and see what's going on in this game. Now, Northwestern 43, Boise State 40. And there's 16:44 left in the second half. Northwestern was pulling away from Boise State earlier in this game, and then I'm pleased to see Boise State has bounced back here in the early stages of the second half and closed the gap to a mere 3 points. With that free throw, call it 2. Some of the Boise State fans in attendance include a couple of old ladies who are wearing very sparkly blue and orange things.
Yes, they are. They're ready.
Boise State shares the same colors as the New York Metropolitans.
Yes, they do.
The Northwestern has the ball and takes it across half court. Dribble drive, moving the ball around well around the perimeter. Number 3 passes to number 10. A little bit of trouble with the handoff there. But number 1, looks like the point guard has the top of the key. Dribble drive.
Oh,
up,
that was risky.
He did a risky pass, but he got there. Guy with the headband. He was fouled on the floor, I believe. Yeah, he was fouled on the floor before the shot. So they're still in the single bonus. So I think, oh no, that was the other game. They're not in, nobody's in the bonus. This is just going to be taken out of bounds. Okay, now there goes Northwestern into it. Kick out for the 3-pointer.
Oh.
Good shot by the Northwestern 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Number 3, aptly numbered. Now Boise State will have a chance to reciprocate, or I guess be better to say to answer that last 3-pointer. They're moving the ball around the perimeter. Number 2 finds number 10 over the top of the key, kind of. Then cross-court pass to number 11, who shoots a desperation 3 with the shot clock running down. In and out. In and out. That's what a hamburger is all about. Now it's number 10 with the headband for Northwestern, moving the ball up the court. He passes it up to one of the power forwards, looks like, who drives, loses his defender, misses the layup, goes up, gets his own rebound, misses another layup, and then Northwestern is called for the foul underneath, sending the ball in the other direction and in the possession of the Boise State Broncos. We'll be right back after this commercial break and a word from our sponsors. Don't I sound like a regular basketball broadcaster?
You really do.
If I knew the players' names and stuff, I would be more sound like a real one.
You sound great.
All right, yeah, we're here at the end of the Auburn-Iowa game. We've got 3:53 left. Auburn is now up by 5 points, having just made the front end of a 1-1. And it's number 1 at the free throw line. He's got an assortment of tattoos on each of his 2 arms.
Yes, he does.
After marking the shot, bending the knees, he shoots a very nice free throw. Nothing but the bottom of the net. I was moving the ball quickly. They don't want to waste any time with only a few minutes left and down by 6 points. 11 is looking for some way to enter into the key on the dribble drive, but can find none. Passes it and back to him now. On the drive, going up against number 4, he's outmatched in terms of height. Kicks it out, the 3-point shot's no good. Number 0 rebounds it, but he's fouled on the floor before the shot. He'll shoot. They're still in a single bonus, looks like 1-1. So what we have here is Philip Baraka. She's missing the front end of the one-on-one, but his teammate number 24 gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Baraka for the three. It's not good. And someone is fouled on the floor on the rebound. Who's it on? Who's it by? Looks like, in this instance, Auburn may be the guilty party again. I'm not sure. Or Iowa. They called it on Iowa. Well, the guy they called it on got fouled before he fouled the other guy. So that was a poor call. I was like, come on now. Don't be like that.
That'd be really entertaining if the Harlem Globetrotters came out of nowhere and took over the game.
Everybody starts whistling that song.
Yeah.
I'm on 4 different channels, Mr. Bobby. I'm watching it on YouTube TV, and we've got TNT in one tab, CBS in one tab, True TV in one tab, and what's this one on? This is TNT. TNT, TBS, True, and CBS. So Auburn's at the free throw line again. It's number 1. He's back, and he makes it. Yeah, he does. Iowa, again, moving the ball to the floor quickly with 3:19 remaining on the clock. It's just an 8-point game. It's 3 possessions. Here's a 3-point shot by number 31. No good. Rebound underneath by 20 is excellent. He, however, cannot retain possession of the ball. Auburn steals it, runs the court, layup, and the foul, I believe.
Yep.
That could very well be a dagger in the proverbial heart of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yeah,
That Turner doesn't own CBS. He just owns TBS and TNT. I don't know about True TV. But, as part of his deal with the devil, he had to marry Jane Fonda. So don't begrudge him his success.
that's fair.
It's a high price to pay. Well, Iowa gets the rebound with hope still alive. Number 24 dribbles it up the court looking for a teammate to pass to. He finds somebody in the corner. Number 20 drives towards the hoop, successfully makes the layup. Is crying for the foul, but is not getting it. Meanwhile, Auburn has crossed half court down underneath to number 4, who is fouled in the attempt to lay it up. He'll go to the line. 2:42 left on the clock. Just a quick update on the other games. We've got Northwestern up by 6 points over Boise State in the second half with 13:53 remaining. And in the blowout of the day, Duke is annihilating Oral Roberts by 35 points.
Wow.
No, 25 points.
25.
That's not quite annihilating. 35 would be annihilating.
Yeah.
25 is still a good number of points to be leading by. Colgate at half still with Texas down by 9. The shock of the day, Princeton defeats Arizona 59-55. The other shock of the day, of course, Furman over Virginia on a last-second 3-point shot by a Furman player, and then just had to wait for Virginia to miss the desperation game. Iowa marching up the floor, but Auburn's got the rebound or the stolen pass, one of the, whatever you want to call it. They're up by 8. It's 2:31 left on the clock. I believe Iowa needs and takes the timeout. It could have been Auburn took the timeout, but looks like it's Iowa. Okay, so we're having a timeout right now. And I hope that means you take time to take it out from your busy day to spend some time with us in this NCAA March Madness Tournament Watch Party.
Yeah.
It is so exciting to be here with you today watching this.
It is.
Well, not really much point in watching this Duke game since it is such a blowout. You got Arizona versus Texas. Well, Texas probably will win the game. We made 25 total brackets, so we've got a lot of possible brackets that are still in play.
Yeah. I had a big. It was really hard for me to decide between the 8 and the 9s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, statistically, historically, they're almost 50-50. Okay, so Auburn's got the ball. They've got the lead. They've got the ability to feel the music in their feet. They're dancing right now, and that dance, if it persists much longer, will be a dance upon the grave of Iowa. No, Texas didn't lose to Princeton. Arizona lost to Princeton. Texas is winning right now. Their game's not over yet, but they're currently beating Colgate.
I think he's saying that in the next round that
Oh, Texas
should
beat Princeton in the next round. Well, yeah, I mean, I would have thought Arizona should beat Princeton, but Texas isn't playing Princeton in the next round.
I had high hopes for Arizona, actually.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a disappointing upset. But yeah, Texas doesn't play. No, Texas won't play Arizona in the next round. Arizona's in an entirely different region. Arizona is in the upper left region, and Texas is in the upper right region. They could only possibly meet until in like, the Elite Eight or something like that. Sports is my opinion. Princeton will get to who gets to play Princeton. Missouri gets to play Princeton. So, like Missouri, which was looking at a round of 32 knockout to Arizona when you looked at the brackets. Now Missouri's thinking, "Fuck yeah, we're gonna beat Princeton."
Yeah, they are.
All right, 74-68. Auburn's ahead of Iowa, and Auburn currently has the ball with only a minute and 40 seconds left in the game. If they continue to make productive possessions and score each time on the court, Iowa's toast. Duke is not to be underestimated. I've been tracking their record. They're very potent. Rachel has a Duke national champion, actually.
Yeah.
I wish I probably underestimated them a bit, but we'll see.
Well, that's why I won with Duke, because like I had heard of their potential too, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's see what they got.
Okay, so it's 76-68, Auburn in the lead. Iowa driving to the basket, kicking it out beyond the three-point arc. That three-pointer is a miss. Auburn gathers in the rebound, throws the ball ahead.
Ooh.
The outlet pass.
Boom.
Slam dunk by number 2.
Iowa just like they don't look like they have it together on their side of the court.
Number 20.
Oh.
Boom. Hawkeyes hit a 3 they desperately needed to stay even within shouting distance in this game. It's now 78-71. There's a little over a minute left. Not much time to get much accomplished, but the game's not quite over yet. Meanwhile, one should note that the Boise State Northwestern game resumed. Which was the game I was waiting for it to resume? It's the one with the meh and the meh and the meh. Colgate, Texas is back on now after halftime, and it's a 10-point game with Colgate has the ball. And that pass underneath. Number 14 gets blocked. You can see that block coming a mile away. Texas gets the ball and is moving it up court. Okay, so that game's on now. Halftime's over. The Iowa Auburn game, 1:06 left. Iowa down by 7 points. Auburn about to throw the ball in. Obviously, the Hawkeyes would love to get a steal, but fail to do so. The ball is correctly, successfully inbounded, and will they get over the 10-second line in time? Yes. With a half-court pass that results in a layup for Auburn that should put this game away, really. It's a 9-point game with 52 seconds left. Iowa kicks it up for a 3, and that 3 is missed. Rebound gathered in by Iowa, back up for a 2-point shot. That puts them back within 7. Auburn scrambling around the floor, making it across half court. The point guard is now trying to waste time. Does so for a little bit until the Iowa player is forced to foul him, which he does. So now it's like we're going to have parade of free throws. Oh boy, parade of free throws.
Oh boy.
That's my favorite kinds of games. It's just I just have turn free throws.
Oh.
So Texas is now up by 12. Colgate is trying to hang around, but I think they're a little outmatched. Auburn's going to win that game. They're now at the spot where they have to foul Auburn every time Auburn gets the ball and hope Auburn misses those free throws and then score on their own end 3-pointers every time. That's not going to happen. Auburn's already stuck a fork in Iowa. Iowa's just still twitching around. Doesn't know it's dead yet.
Auburn's defense looks really good.
Texas just buried another 3, stretching their lead over Colgate to 13. And so, let's check out this Boise State Northwestern game with about half of the second half gone. There's 11 minutes left, 11 and a half minutes left. Northwestern just made the Leaping Lena shot, and he got fouled in the process. So, and 1. This should stretch the lead if he makes the free throw. I'm not sure what the score is right now. This will stretch the lead to 7 points if he makes the free throw. Currently, Boise is down by 6. He misses the free throw. The lead remains 6. Boise State now has the ball and is moving it up court. Number 2 passes it off at the top of the key to the point guard, who passes it to the shooting guard, who passes it to the center at the top of the key again. Out again to looks like a forward. And he drives into the basket, tries that off-balance shot high off the glass, misses it, but the center, number 2, Dagenhart, rebounds it, puts it back up for the score, is fouled in the process, and will be going to the free throw line for the bonus. Will he make a free throw and thereby a 3-point play on this trip down the court? Only time will reveal the answer to us. The coach of Northwestern is not happy. He is pacing up and down, looking like he's going to bring out his Mr. Scowly face. The free throw is up and not good, but controlled tip. Back out to that same center and shot the free throw. Attempts a 3-point shot, probably ill-advised. Clanks off the back of the iron. Northwestern's got the rebound, and Headband is bringing it up across half court. He's looking to his teammates for some passing lanes, and with a little back and forth, Northwestern manages to control the ball, goes back to Mr. Headband, who takes a 3-point shot, misses it up in front of the iron, and the rebound goes to Boise State. Boise, number 10, hands the ball out to the top of the key at number 23. Number 10, again with the ball. He's He's Jensen. He shoots a fall-away jumper that misses, controlled the rebound number 23 of Boise State, trying to get it to his teammate in the middle of the key, fails to do so, but he is fouled in his heroic efforts to retain Boise's possession. Afterwards, they gave him the Nobel Peace Prize for trying to keep the ball. Not yet in the bonus, Boise inbounds the pass as the foul was on the floor. And the ball being moved around with a fair amount of alacrity by the Broncos. Now they try to get into the high post. That guy with the other headband guy, he kicks it way out, and then a little fall-away jump shot by number 10 falls for Shaver Jr. Boise closes the gap to 2 points. Nice shot, Shaver Jr.
Yeah, very nice shot.
Nobody would ever guess that you're the junior version of Shaver. Number 0, headband for Northwestern, immediately answers with a step-up 3-point shot that stretches the Northwestern lead to 5 points again. Now Boise moving up the court. Iowa, by the way, the final score now. Auburn did win that game. The ball is being moved around above the top of the key by Boise State. They're not really penetrating into the key at all. Now another fall-away jumper. This one no good. Off the back iron. Controlled tipped to another Boise State player who takes a long jump shot that is pretty ugly looking. And then he kicks it out around the key again. Number 12 driving into the key takes a little jump shot that falls short. Hits the front of the rim. I forget what that's called. A little scoopy shot. Attempted 3 by the Northwestern player is no good and probably ill-advised. I don't think Northwestern needed to push the pace there, but they did. Boise drives the lane, no good. Rebound Northwestern, but the pass is almost intercepted by Boise, but not. Now Northwestern recovers it. Oh, charging. The offensive foul is called because the Northwestern player was out of control, hurtling through the air, trying to throw a pass to a teammate, and simply bowled over number 2 for Boise, who stood there like a crash dummy and was obliterated by the offensive bull charging into him. Now Boise's got the ball back down by 5 with 8:26 left in the game. Here on the simulcast on the Lakers radio network. Ball is passed in to number 10, and he's going to bounce it with either of his hands up past half court, moves to the top of the key, round. Now he's driving the lane. Number 34 is too tall and in his way, so he kicks it back out to a teammate, back to the top of the key. Number 12, who looks a little bit like Richard Simmons, has the ball. He hands it off to his teammate, number 23, who's got designs on driving to the basket. He does so, but the short jump shot falls short. And there's another missed shot on the rebound by Boise. 2 good looks at the basket, neither of them fall. Northwestern has the ball just past midcourt, and their 5-point lead that they retain. Next, we see number 34 handing the ball off to number 1, who takes a 3-pointer from the top of the key for Northwestern, no good. Easy rebound for Boise. Kick out to number 12, back to the point guard, and then out to the power forward. Or maybe, probably power forward. Number 2. He wants to take that guy off the dribble, number 27, and he does. And he misses the layup, but his teammate followed and cleaned up his garbage. So, 2 points for Boise, closes the lead to 3. Next, we've got Northwestern. Passing the ball around, up near half court. Now moving in a little closer to the top of the key, takes a long 3-point shot and hits it. 58-52, Boise State. That was a nice shot by Audage there is his name. Okay, Boise's looking like, okay, what's up with this? And they're passing the ball around. And number 10 has it. He wants to take Homie off the dribble, but instead, Homie's called for a foul on the floor. And it looks like it'll be Boise taking the ball in from out of bounds when we return after these commercial messages. Hey, look at my car. I'm going to put a cake into it. Let's drive. It's fun. That's my interpretation of this commercial.
I'm taking the cake to the lake.
We're going to go kayaking with our cake. It's important to always kayak with your cake.
Really?
Don't forget to kayak with your cake. If you do,
Whoa.
others will think you're fake. It's an old saying that nobody can deny. Louisiana versus Tennessee coming in a few minutes. Any guesses? I mean, I'm picking Tennessee. I got Tennessee as a national champion in one of my brackets. Maybe I've got Rocky Top fever, but I don't know.
You might have a good feeling about it.
Back when Tennessee was coached by Bruce Pearl, they always would lose in like the first round or something. They don't have Bruce Pearl anymore. Now Bruce Pearl with Auburn. Tejas buries a 3 to stretch the lead over Colgate to 12. TNT, you're dynamite. Well, I guess right now the only game that's not in commercial is Boise Northwestern. I mean, is Texas Colgate. Texas just shot another 3-pointer, stretching lead to 15 over Colgate. That's a pretty big statement at this point in the second half. Colgate may be beyond the point of clawing back. They had done a pretty good job of clawing it back to single digits, and now Texas is saying everything's bigger in Texas, including our league. And they're right. Their lead has grown. The mountain folk seem to do better than the swamp folk. Perhaps they do. Perhaps they do. Northern Miami versus Houston. That starts soon on TNT. We have that one already pulled up. And basketball. So the UCLA game should be, let's say 7 something. All right, we're back to Boise State and Northwestern. Boise State making the free throw, 58-54 Northwestern. And there's 6:30 left in the game with Northwestern having the ball. So Northwestern drives to the basket. He's called for either being pushed out of bounds or stepping out of bounds before he got the pass off to number 34. So that basket doesn't count. Ball inbounded. Nice inbound pass. Oh, he missed the layup, but he got bailed out by the officials. He's going to be shooting 2 points in an attempt to stretch the Northwestern lead from 4 to 6. We'll see if his efforts are successful or if they are in vain. My wife loves the town of Asheville, North Carolina, so we are pulling for them in that game. All right, well, I'll be rooting for Asheville too. I don't think it'll do any good, but I'll be rooting for them. Well, I'll tell you what. How about we go outside and smoke a cigarette? Would you guys like to go with me? Well, sure you can. Yes, we have enough room. Just gonna have to sit on each other's laps. Alright. So despite the weatherman's promises of clear skies and sunny times today, we are nevertheless getting rain, where we were a little while ago. And looking at the satellite Doppler imaging, it's looking like we might get rain all until like the next 4 hours. I need to close the garage door. I need to close the garage door. For a lot of different reasons. To prevent animals from coming in. To stop people from stealing my shit. To make myself feel like, hey, Eric, you're really doing it. You're doing a good job. But the problem is, since all these power outages and I've had to attach and detach it and shit, it doesn't seem to close on its own right now. It does that shit. It stops its closing process partway down for no reason. So then I have to do this, pow, and pow it like this. I just pow it with my hand. What makes it stop like that? Nobody knows. It's impossible for anybody to know anything anymore. Especially that. But what I will tell you is this. Life as a garage door has its ups and downs. Well, now I'm out here. I call this the San Antonio River Walk. There's a river down there, and it's flowing quite fair, 'cause there's been a lot of rain and water and snow and such. Yeah, there's a river down there, and it's flowing somewhere, 'cause there's been a lot of rain and snow and rain and rain and rain and snow and such. Look at the beautiful scenery. That is the scenery of nature. Somebody's got to do something about all this noise. Shh. You water. Shh. I'm just kidding. The sound of a little river there doesn't bother me at all. It sure is cold right now, though. I've got this one jacket on, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start a shivering with my shivering bones, shivering like I'm livering stone, shivering. I'm delivering Rome to the hands of the barbarian hordes. Yeah, it's definitely pretty cold. I say it's somewhere between like 0 and 100 degrees. It's like 40 right now, 38 maybe. Colder than your mom last night. She was very cold to me. I said, hi. I was just trying to make friends with you. Why don't you die? Are you just like Prince's mother? Okay, so let's go back to the basketball games. This probably won't be a super long stream. I'm finding Tiffany. Tiffany's more likely to require the person she's sleeping with to be the MVP of the winning team, even though he's not even on the team, and somehow make it happen. She's faithful to Fishman. She may not be the best girlfriend in the world, but she's not a cheater. So I probably won't have this be a super long stream, and the reason is because I thought it'd be a fun way to watch the games, but it feels more like a responsibility to call the games. You know, like I gotta, I gotta talk about play by play and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I bargained for what I ended up getting here. I hate the fact that there are so many commercials. Just stop showing me commercials. I never asked for that. I never said, please show me more commercials. If I did, I misspoke. I said, what do we got? We got the only games that are on right now are Texas and Colgate. Texas up by 13 points. And Northwestern Boise. Northwestern up by 8. Now, Boise only got 3:43 left to get that 8-point back. We will have to see what we see when we see it. I'm guessing this one must be that game. Yeah, Boise versus Northwestern, just still on commercial. Colgate closes the gap to 11 points. Colgate's got plenty of time. There's 8:22 left, but I don't know if they're going to be able to shut down Texas. Well, they just intercepted a pass from Texas, and Colgate's got the ball. It's moving to past half court now, and a rather prancing dribble by number 15 of Colgate. Doesn't look especially comfortable with the ball. Number 33 drives in, though, and banks in a shot to close the gap to 9. Wow. Colgate had another return burst of comeback left in them. They've now closed it to single digits. They're down by 9. And Texas was forced to take a timeout with 8 minutes left in the half. Good job, Colgate. I'm pleased that you're making an effort to be interesting. Now, Boise State, you need to do the same thing. Boise State just scored. No, that was Northwestern who just scored. Now Northwestern's up by 10. Boise State, with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left, needs to make something happen quick. They're at the top of the key, handing the ball around. Number 15's got it. He wants to drive towards the basket. He does, but is cut off on his advances by number 0. Kicks it out to 12 at the top of the key, who kicks it down around to number 2. Number 15's got the ball again. He drives past number 10. Little floater in the lane misses, and the putback misses as well. But the ball goes out of bounds off of the Northwestern player. It's still Boise State ball. So, a couple of good chances at the basket there for Boise. Both of them missed opportunities, but they're going to get the ball back right now with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Number 10 has it. He's going around the 3-point line, making his way towards the sideline. Gets fouled by number 0 from number 10, I guess, from Northwestern, Verhoeven. Now, Boise State will go to the line to attempt the front end of a 1-on-1 as Northwestern has, yeah, he makes the front end of the 1-on-1. And now it's 66-57. Number 10, looking at the basket, taking a deep breath, and up goes the free throw. And it rolls around until down it goes in the classic toilet bowl ringer shot. Number 1 is facing a hard press from Boise, but they manage to get the ball across half court. 0 drives the lane, takes a wild shot that goes nowhere, but gets caught by his teammate. Now they kick it out to reset the offense. We got number 1 at the top of the key, 1-on-1 against number 12 from Boise. Number 1 driving, attempting to get past his defender and making some progress, but not a lot. Finally, a fallback 3 that's probably not the shot they wanted. It is off the back iron, rebounded by Boise. Boise kicking it out to the top of the key, number 2. Number 10 now has the ball, and he's determined to drive towards the basket, which he does, and a little scoop bank shot barely misses. Nice attempt, but no dice for number 10. 0 of Northwestern, Mr. Headband. He's now got the ball on Boise's side of the court, and he throws a cross-court pass to his teammate number 1 who is fouled as he gets past his defender on a drive towards the basket, but the foul's on the floor. Northwestern now will shoot the front end of a 1-on-1 with an 8-point lead, attempting to stretch it to 9 or even possibly 10 with 1:40 left in the game. Now, concurrently, in the Colgate, Texas game with 7:22 left, Colgate is down by 9. Northwestern hits the first free throw. That stretches the lead back to 9. And he is going to attempt now the second of the 2 free throws. Deep breath, arms up, shoot, and good. Number 2 throws the ball into number 10 for Boise. They hurry up the court as time is dwindling away. Number 2 kicks the ball out to one of the power forwards, number 11, who drives in, does a little turnaround doodad, and attempts a shot which does not fall. Northwestern is immediately fouled and will return to the line. The Northwestern fans are celebrating as though they've fairly well put this game away, and one can hardly blame them as they have the ball, or at least a trip to the free throw line, a 10-point lead, and there's only 1:24 left on the clock. Ty Berry, guard, number 3, steps the line, shoots the free throw. He misses the front of the 1-on-1. It's still a 10-point game. Boise's got the ball. Number 10 marches up court, hands it off to number 12, gets the ball back from his teammate, who then drives spectacularly towards the basket and scoops in a lovely little layup to cut the lead to 8. So Northwestern up by 8. We go to commercial. Not much time left. It should be a sufficient lead for Northwestern to hold on to that game, but you never know when it comes to March Madness. Now here in the Colgate, Texas game, we've got Texas ahead, but not as comfortably as you might expect. You could just sit back and be quiet and keep streaming. Just the fact that it's live is appealing enough on its own. Well, I mean, the thing is, I like to have the game commentated, so if I'm not listening to the commentary, I might as well just commentate it myself. Texas currently up by 9, has the ball, 5:32 left. Mid-range jump shot falls, nothing but net for number 5 of Texas, stretching the lead to 11. Colgate is like, can we get any closer than this, please? And there's a drive, attempt of a pick and roll that he does eventually reach the hands of number 55, but he misses the layup. Ball is back to Texas's possession, and they are in the Colgate half of the court. Number 5 kicks it over to number 4, who drops it in the high post to number 0, who loses the ball, and Colgate regains possession. Colgate, number 15, puts it at the top of the key to the big center, who kicks it over to number 33, who attempts a 3-point shot, no good, off the back of the iron, but rebounded by Colgate. And number 55 is just having a terrible, terrible time with things. He's looking like a super clumsier version of Lottie Divac. Now, with just a minute and 10 seconds left, Northwestern still has an 8-point lead, but they're still at commercial, it looks like. Number 4 from Texas shoots a 3-pointer that gets stuck between the basket and the backboard. It's got a wedgie. It's a wedgie shot. Somebody managed to get it out. I don't know what they do when that happens. When it gets wedged like that. Now Northwestern is up by 10 with a minute left over Boise. Boise has the ball, but with a minute, I have my doubts. Texas, meanwhile, scores another 2 points, stretching the lead to 13 with 4 minutes left. Let's check on Boise and Northwestern. It looks like number 10 for Boise looks like he's going to be going to the line to shoot 2 because they're in the double bonus. Just a 68% free throw shooter on the year, makes the first of the two. Number 23, if I said his number wrong. It's now a 9-point Northwestern lead again, with 1 minute remaining, exactly on the clock. Second of the 2 free throws is also good. And the out of bounds play will be engineered by number 13, running along the baseline. He looks for a teammate, trying to get it in, but incurring a 5-second call. He finds Headband. Headband gets it ahead to number 3. Number 3, running around, trying to find a teammate, gets back to Headband, and Headband is fouled. So it's going to be a parade of free throws for the rest of this game. If Northwestern can make their free throws, they will win this game. And that's probably good because I think I had Northwestern on the majority of my brackets. I was pretty chalky on my brackets. Rachel was too.
Yeah.
Boo Booey. This guy's name is Boo Booey.
Boo Booey?
Yeah. Number 0 for Northwestern is named Boo Booey. Boobuie. Boo Booey. What kind of name is Boo Booey? I guess it's a good name for Yogi Bear's friend.
Yeah, it is.
What would you like to eat for dinner, Rachel?
Hot dogs or sweet and sour chicken?
Okay. I could make hot dogs now, the rain is gone. Gonna be a bright, bright, bright hot doggy day. All right, so it looks like Northwestern's put Boise State away. And one? Wow. Maybe not absolutely. 27 seconds left. There's no way they're going to come back from that. Colgate looks like they're also done like a Christmas turkey that's been left in the oven too long. Tennessee, Louisiana has begun. So that game is now on. Piao. Okay. Tennessee's up to a 7-2 lead already over Louisiana. So it doesn't look like there's anything dramatic's going to happen at the end of either the Colgate, Texas, or the Boise State Northwestern game. I think what I will do is take you inside now to the kitchen to help me make hot dogs. And this is unique, privileged insider access that only my most important channel members get to have. Okay. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to watch me make hot dogs. Maybe it'll happen twice in a lifetime. Maybe even 3 times, but chances are you're not going to have much more than that. Okay. So, what is the first ingredient in making hot dogs? Hot dogs. What are the other ingredients? Ketchup, mustard, and what are the other ingredients? Why, that's right, it's hot dog buns. So, what we're going to do is something I like to call a special trick. I like to call it that because it's such a special trick. Such a special trick that I've never tried it before. Now, I'm going to microwave these hot dogs, as I always do. But I also want the buns to not be frozen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently layer. I'm going to gently layer sheets of your mom's face. I'm going to gently layer hot dogs right here on top of these frozen buns. This will help rejuvenate, renew, and refoliate. Now, I'm going to put this whole plate in the microwave like this. What you're going to see happen is the buns are going to absorb some of the moistness of the hot dogs. This is my hypothesis. I hypothesize outcomes. I'm going to put it there for 2 minutes. Is it going to really need 2 full minutes? No, probably not. I'm going to keep an eye on it. As though it were a leaning tree. You can keep an eye on it too. You've got hot dogs going right there in the microwave. When they're done, they kind of explode a little bit. So you know they're done. But we can't eat just hot dogs, can we? No, we can't. We also need to eat chips. So, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to gather some of these chips. I'm going to have them attend a conference together here on top of the microwave. Where they will learn about the important role they play in providing crunchiness to an otherwise soft meal. I don't think those hot dogs are quite done. So, the buns, however, are done. I'm going to put these buns over here. Put these buns over here. Put these hot dogs back in here. Push the old start button, which is located there. And what you're going to see is all circling around of these hot dogs. because they make sure that all the parts of the hot dog are cooked the same amount, instead of having some parts of the hot dogs not cooked all the way. Alright, that's good enough. You can tell it's good enough because this happens. When this happens at the end, when it comes open like that, that's good enough. This one, fine. That one, fine. Like, well, that's not a hot. Well, it's still good enough. Next, put this in here, like that. Put this in here, like that. And then we put this in here, like that. And we put this in here, like that. Then, I'm sorry, Vio. Then we get what are known as condiments. Don't worry. Condiments have nothing at all to do with condoms. They're much more delicious. A line of ketchup on each hot dog provides the necessary ketchupy flavorings. And no true hot dog chef like me would dream of foregoing it. Next, in complement to the red of the ketchup, we must add the bright sunshiny yellow of mustard. I don't want any of the juice coming out though. There. Oops. You're fucked there. Alright, good enough. Now, what I need to do is put 2 of these hot dogs on this plate. And half of the chips on this plate. Yeah, like so. Now we've got dinner for 2. One of them me and one of them you. If you are Rachel. So that's how you quickly and easily make dinner. Doesn't take long, did it? No. I got the chips. 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 Yeah, I got the chips. Okay. Now we're going to bring a couple of paper towels for me and Rachel to use. I guess I will bring a couple of sodies. Sodies go pretty well with hot dogs. Sodies go better with hot dogs than hot dogs go with wine. Sodies go better with chips as well, and chips is what is mine. You want the Coke or the Dr. Pepper?
I'm fine with the Dr. Pepper.
Okay. So, now we're going to play combination mukbang sports watch party.
It's fun. You're good at commentating.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
To really be good at commentating, you have to know the players' names, but I don't know their names. Mmm. Tastes like a trip to the old ball game.
Yeah.
Mmm. Well, is that Dr. Pepper? In the UK, it has sweetener and the sugar tastes like that. This is Dr. Pepper and cream soda
Yeah.
combined, and it definitely has sugar in it. Dr. Pepper in the US is ultra sweet.
It's hard to finish.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing because it's so sweet sometimes.
Well, the thing is, soda's best with ice, but that's kind of a pain in the ass. What's going on your phone? Sweetener tastes like poison. I agree with you.
Yeah, it really does.
Just-
Like, yeah, you taste chemicals like right away.
I'd rather drink nothing than diet soda.
No, baby. These hot dogs are great for the basketball game.
Oh, they are. It's Capito butthole can.
Hi, Ibar.
You can't show kitty butthole. Well, if someone wants to flag me for kitty butthole, I will appeal it if they give me a strike. What if it's completely unintentional, like she's walking in front of the camera?
Oh, thank you, baby. I love you too. Oh, yes.
Mmm. This food is good. I needed food.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
it's mostly educational about how kitties will walk in front of your camera when you're live streaming.
Yes, mommy's wearing the deodorant. You're like, thank you. Thank you, Pee-Pee.
No. She's never pooped in a cup holder. Sir Jabari rice.
Sir Jabari rice. Is Sir like part of his name?
Yeah, his name is Sir apostrophe Jabari.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pee-Pee.
We got it furnished. We got it with the chairs. Which is cool. On the big TV here.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pee-Pee.
Does Biden like to smell things? What is this? Foreign policy?
That's how he's able to like get around by his sense of smell.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's a lot like the protagonist in my hit film, Helen Keller, NBA point guard.
Have I heard of this one before?
Yes. She has to smell her way down the floor.
Oh.
She has to use her sense of smell. It's so highly attuned because she's deaf and blind
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
that she really dominates in the league. People can't believe it. How do you do it, Helen Keller? She said, I'm not a magnet.
She smells what?
The basket.
She smells the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Sounds like an award winner.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you have play Helen Keller?
I think Scarlett Johansson.
That's what I was thinking too.
To make up for the fact she wasn't
She
allowed to
was
play
thinking
that
of the
trans person. Yeah.
Yes.
It'll be like yelling at somebody, but she's actually just facing the wrong direction. She doesn't know the guy's not there. So just I am Maybe she's just pointing like a drinking fountain, a towel, and a chair. Everyone's standing over there.
Are we supposed to be laughing at this moment, or is it like sort of
No,
serious?
it's very serious.
Oh, it's very serious?
Yeah.
That's going to be hard for me to not laugh at.
After Helen leaves with her seeing eye dog to go back to her apartment or whatever, the rest of the team goes, guys, I know she may have pointed to that drinking fountain, that towel, and that chair, but she was talking to us. And another teammate chimes in, could any of you understand what she was saying? I was like, no, but it didn't sound good. She talks about how all of the things in basketball have certain smells. Like a passing lane smells like lightning in a winter's night.
So it's got poetic elements to it.
Yeah. Or she's got to have a translator something with it. Like, since Helen Keller is both deaf and blind, she really never quite mastered the voice. Yeah. It's really hard to understand. So she'll say, na 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 like na 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 na, and then her translator will say, the smell of a passing lane is like the smell of lightning on a cold winter's night. She gets like a Batman sounding guy to be her translator.
Hey, Mom. You got my book.
Well, Jeremiah Fix, how can one be certain that an indescribable God exists? You just got to believe as hard as possible until you believe so hard that you're 100% certain. That's the trick. Why do I experience doubt? You're not believing hard enough.
Oh.
Next time, believe with all of your might. Strain like you trying to push out a stubborn poo.
Is that how you like make it in the game of basketball?
No, that's how you make religious experiences. Like, you should believe super hard.
Yeah.
Believe. And then all of a sudden, you'll poop.
Mm-hmm.
And your constipation will be over. Probably it's because Benny Hinn cured you. Thanks, Christine. You too. Have a good night. I did eat food. Rachel did too. It was a good time by Havazal. Was had by Hall. I'm still a little bit hungry.
Oh man.
I'm still a little hungry. I could conceive of
Dunzo.
well, look at Rachel 13 has 110. Maximum you can get is 120. How many people have 120? Let's see. 3,167. No, 2,598.
Wow.
So
That's pretty cool.
there's fewer than 2,600 perfect brackets remaining now.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah. And since they have so few perfect brackets, they'll show you perfect brackets at risk. Like, for example, of these 2,598 perfect brackets that remain, 254 of them have Northern Kentucky beating Houston.
Really?
Yeah. And of the same 2,600, 632 of those have Louisiana beating Tennessee. And then it's split about evenly on Texas A&M and Penn State. But 348 of those per brackets have UNC Asheville beating UCLA. This is on first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
9:15.
Well, we get up around then.
Yeah, I'll be up by then. The USC game's on 9:15 tomorrow morning. That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Christine can enjoy whatever Christine wants. That's Christine's prerogative. So I guess there are not any games on right now, or what?
Yeah, there should be.
This one should be coming on shortly. The UCLA game.
Yeah, the UCLA. And Penn State versus
Texas A&M.
yeah.
Yeah, both those games are coming out still. They're just starting soon. Start at 7:05. That's in 1 minute. That is pretty soon.
Yeah, it is.
You can't accuse them of abusing the word soon. It was just 1 minute away. Okay. So, I guess I'm not sure if I want to continue to wrap this rushing through the UCLA game. I think I'd probably rather listen to the commentary. So, let's wrap this up. Thanks for being here, everybody. And I'll follow up with another stream at some point tomorrow, probably. Goodbye, good night, good luck, we love you.